Please take a look at this photo. It was tweeted by the president on April 21. It's been hanging out there for about a month.
So what is your point?
My question is the numbers and the letter MS-13. Could you look at the photo, please? It's right in front of you.
Are you saying Abrego Garcia is not a wife beater?
No, ma'am.
That he's not a criminal. He's not a human trafficker. And he's not a member of MS-13.
You vouched for Mr. Garcia when your team said, ma'am, you vouched for him when you said he was mistakenly deported.
Sir,
I didn't vouch for him.
I did not say that. He should have been deported. Absolutely.
It's so telling that you won't look at the photo.
And we will not be bringing him back to this country.
Was it doctored or not?
In staying here,
can you look to your right at the photo in front of you? Madam Secretary, can you look to the right at the photo in front of you?
Eric Swalwell asks Kristi Noem one simple question about a photo Donald Trump posted, and she refuses to answer it over and over again. 5 minutes. No yes, no no. Watch what happens.
His time has expired. I now recognize Mr. Swalwell for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. You have an important job. I think you have one of the most important jobs in the cabinet. Thank you for doing it. I want you to have credibility and be taken seriously as you do the job. And so I want to put to rest this question about Mr. Garcia and this photo that the president posted on April 21. Madam Secretary, you agree that the letters MS and the number 13 in Times Roman numeral font, that they are doctored on this photo, right?
Congressman Abrego Garcia.
No, I'm just asking about this photo.
It wasn't based off of tattoos. It was based off an entire case.
And I'll accept that
case against him.
For the purpose of this question. You agree, though, that this is doctored. Is that right?
The same protocols that are
Madam
applied
Secretary,
to every
I want you to have
individual
credibility,
with law enforcement.
and I want you to be taken seriously. Is this doctored or is it not doctored?
I am taken quite seriously.
Is it doctored or not doctored?
With the importance that the president has given me to do
I understand.
my job.
Is it doctored or not doctored?
One thing that's important to remember is that every single time a case is built.
Madam Secretary, I have a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old. I have a bullshit detector. I'm just asking you, is this doctored or not doctored?
Sir, the protocols in the case built against
Can you
Abrego
answer the
Garcia
question?
were exactly the same.
Madam Secretary,
I don't have any knowledge as to that photo you're pointing to.
Okay, can you take
can you show
her the photo? Walk her the photo down there. No, that one. Please take a look at this photo. It was tweeted by the president on April 21. It's been hanging out there for about a month.
So what is your point?
My question is the numbers and the letter MS-13. Could you look at the photo, please? It's right in front of you.
Are you saying Abrego Garcia is not a wife beater?
No, ma'am.
That he's not a criminal. He's not a human trafficker. And he's not a member of MS-13.
You vouched for Mr. Garcia when your team said, ma'am, you vouched for him when you said he was mistakenly deported.
Sir,
I didn't vouch for him.
I did not say that. He should have been deported. Absolutely.
It's so telling that you won't look at the photo.
And we will not be bringing him back to this country.
Was it doctored or not?
In staying here,
can you look to your right at the photo in front of you? Madam Secretary, can you look to the right at the photo in front of you?
I have seen this photo as you held it behind your head.
Thank you. And the letters MS and the numbers 13, are those doctored or not?
Testimony today is on a doctored photo. You don't want to talk about the facts.
Okay.
The importance of our national security.
You acknowledge it was doctored.
To make sure that the United States is protected.
Madam Secretary, this is not a hard question. Are those doctored or not? Sir, is that actually on his hand or not?
This is unbelievable to me that you're focused.
It's unbelievable to me that you can't look at the photo and tell the American people.
I looked at the photo, but I don't have any knowledge as to this photo.
Okay, so it's been hanging out there for 4 weeks. You are one of the chief law enforcement officials in the country. What have you done to investigate whether the president misrepresented the reason that that person has been detained?
Sir,
have you done anything to try and figure out whether that was doctored or not?
The mission of the Department of Homeland Security is to secure our nation and to make sure that we're out there going after those that are the worst of the worst, the criminals, the bad actors. Abrego Garcia.
So the answer is you've done nothing to correct the president.
Member of MS-13, a wife beater and a human trafficker that should never have been in this country to begin with.
So, Madam Secretary, thank you, Mr. Burnett. 2 weeks ago, your agency deported a 4-year-old American citizen in a stage 4 cancer battle. What are you doing to get him back to the country so he can get his treatment?
Congressman, this mother wished to keep her family together and to take her child with her. So as every single person is given the opportunity to, medical care is given throughout the process.
Okay. So it sounds like
and
nothing.
For this child, medical care was confirmed in their home country so that it would continue, and those treatments and whatever needs were needed to be had into the future were confirmed to be provided there before.
That child's home country is the United States. Do you believe you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
That mother chose to keep her family together, and that is what President Trump is focused on.
That's not the facts of the case.
Yes, it is the facts.
Madam Secretary, moving on.
Confirmed that she wanted to keep her child with her, and our families and parents are given that ability to keep their children with them when they return to their home countries.
Madam Secretary, do you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
No, we do not deport U.S. citizens and have not deported U.S. citizens.
Except the 4-year-old that we just
No,
referenced.
that mother chose to keep her child with her, and that is her prerogative, and the law was followed in allowing her the opportunity to do that.
So, Madam Secretary, I'm a former prosecutor. I have put people away for life sentences who are gang members. I don't need to wear costumes to show how tough I am. What makes me different from you is when I put those individuals away, I did it with the weight of the law behind me. And I yield back.
What makes this exchange so unsettling isn't the volume of Eric Swalwell's questioning, it's the silence at the center of it. Swalwell isn't asking Kristi Noem for classified intelligence, a legal opinion, or a political defense. He's asking about a photograph, a single image that Donald Trump personally pushed into the public sphere, one that appears to show MS-13 tattooed onto Abrego Garcia's hand, in a way that experts, journalists, and even casual observers immediately questioned as doctored. And that's where this moment becomes bigger than the photo itself. Kristi Noem is not a cable news surrogate. She is the Secretary of Homeland Security, one of the most powerful law enforcement officials in the country. Credibility is not optional in that role. When the president amplifies an image that could justify detention, deportation, or public vilification, the responsibility to verify the facts doesn't disappear, it intensifies. Swalwell understands this, which is why he keeps returning to the same narrow question. Are the letters and numbers actually on Garcia's hand, or were they digitally added? That's it. Yes or no? But instead of answering, Noem pivots. She talks about protocols. She talks about case files. She talks about national security. She talks about anything except the image sitting directly in front of her. And that refusal matters, because in law enforcement, evidence is everything. You don't get to argue intent without first establishing facts. You don't get to detain someone based on visuals you haven't verified. And you certainly don't get to shrug when misinformation comes from the very top of government. Swalwell isn't letting this go because he knows something else is happening here. If the photo is doctored, then the justification for labeling Garcia an MS-13 gang member collapses. And if that justification collapses, so does the moral authority behind his detention and deportation. That's why Noem's refusal isn't neutral, it's protective. She's not defending the truth, she's defending a narrative, one that treats accusations as interchangeable with evidence, and visuals as tools rather than facts. The exchange becomes even more disturbing when it turns to the deportation of a 4-year-old U.S. citizen undergoing stage 4 cancer treatment. Again, Swalwell asks a basic question. Do you believe the government has the authority to deport an American citizen? The answer should be immediate. No. Instead, we hear deflection framed as compassion. The child went with the mother. The family chose to stay together. But choice under duress isn't choice, and legal authority doesn't vanish because it's politically inconvenient. This is the through line of the entire exchange: power without accountability, authority without clarity, and enforcement without transparency. Swalwell's frustration isn't performative, it's prosecutorial. He knows what it means to put someone away with the full weight of the law behind you. That weight demands proof, it demands honesty, and it demands the courage to correct the record when it's wrong, even if that record came from the president. Kristi Noem never corrects it, and that's the lesson viewers should take from this moment. Democracy doesn't collapse all at once. It erodes when officials refuse to answer simple questions, when evidence becomes optional, and when silence replaces truth at the highest levels of power. If you want to understand what congressional oversight is supposed to look like and why it matters, this exchange shows it in real time. If this breakdown helped you see the bigger picture behind the clip, subscribe to Democratic Lens. We break down every hearing, every exchange, and every moment of accountability, cutting through the noise to explain what it actually means for democracy.